we like the same stuff. We differ in the areas of the stuff we like. Like, we both love cars, but we like different kinds of cars. But if it's fast, we'll probably like it. And music, we pretty much don't like the same music at all. So that's gonna be kind of a hot topic between us.
He listens to all the underground shit, and then I listen to all the mainstream shit, so it'll kind of get a little crazy and off topic. We'll have some guest hosts with us, and then probably next Monday we'll have about 4 or 5 people with us to talk about some other issues. But I'll introduce myself. I'm Eddie. I'm supposed to be a senior this year, but who knows when I'll graduate. Basically into cars, music, and you're going to hear a lot of talk about Greek life, anything from the witch tin with me. You're going to hear about tips on girls, because let's just face it, some of these girls at this school, they need some help, and we're going to be giving them some pointers on getting the right guys. So that was our DJ Rachel again. She is going to come up here in a little bit to give her input. So Rachel?
No. But we're also open to topics. Like, it really helps us out a lot if you guys can send us topics. We'll just, actually right now, I'll type the email into the comments.
Yeah, if you just check out the chat
and
decide.
And you guys can send us anything you want us to talk about.
No nudes, because this is a family function deal here.
I'll try. I mean,
but what do you want to bring up first?
Where do we start?
Suppose we could let's just call it as it is first. How we got started, roommates. Let's talk about some roommates that are never home. Some can relate to, others can't. I guess if you're living on your own or have your own place. But
honestly, our roommates are never home. There's 4 of us in the apartment, but we're the only 2 that ever see each other. And one of them's always just with his girlfriend, and the other one, he's just invisible or something.
And so, Mitchell and Jake, this is a shout out to you guys. Time to have some more family bonding.
Even though we know you're not watching.
Yeah, or we're going to put you on blast like this, and we'll just post this to Facebook and get y'all famous too. So, yeah, just... it's funny because when you walk in the apartment and you got a 4-bedroom apartment and you see that dishes are clean but ain't nobody home, you're kind of starting to think some paranormal activity's going on. Because I know I don't do shit in the apartment, and this guy just plays guitar all day. So
usually with 4 dudes in an apartment, it can get pretty crazy. But like I said, our roommates are never home, and I'd rather have really freaking annoying roommates than roommates that are just never there, because sometimes it can get pretty boring because he's gone every single weekend, and I just sit there all weekend and listen to music. That's about it.
Yeah. One of the big things that brought us together was to do this show was we both are interested in music, and we've always had these discussions about independent versus, big labels or underground music and stuff like that. And I think it's time we duel that out a little bit and bring out some of these people that you listen to. So tell them about your music.
All right, we were gonna wait till next week, but why not? Hey, you streamer. Sorry, didn't see your whatever it is till now. But I like all kinds of music, except music that's on the radio. I like this guy.
I'm a pretty much universal music lover. I don't support screamo music. He likes screamo music.
I like everything.
He likes everything, but let's just face it. Screamo music is worse than rap. I mean, come on.
I like rap too, though. So,
But you know, we like to venture out and find new artists. And some of the people big time that we've been listening to, I listen to Hopsin a lot. Who's some of the people you listen to? I know you have a lot of
some
underground
rappers,
bands you like.
some rappers or anything.
Anything. Like
Lately to like recently, I've been listening to a lot of Radical Face. They're kind of a
I say you have to describe them.
Radical Face / Ben Cooper / Electric President. Electric President is more like electronic folk music, if you can imagine that. And Radical Face is just straight up folk. But he always makes fun of me because it sounds depressing. And,
This shit is very depressing.
and a lot of it is.
Like,
But it's awesome.
I can't tell you how many times I've come home and like as soon as I walk through the door, I'm already slitting my wrist, like filling the bathtub up. I'm just ready to end it because some of this music just puts me in a low place and I don't feel good about myself when I listen to it.
But it's so good. We'll play one of the songs by Radical Face while we're just chilling. But I like it because a lot of independent music has way more meaning to it. It's not popular because they don't talk about the same thing that's talked about in every single song, which tend to be either sex or drugs or just whining about not having a
Pop the
girlfriend.
Molly, I'm sweating.
Woo! Or just getting drunk all the time.
That's
None of those things I really care about that much. So I like stuff that's more poetic and has more meaning behind it. And whenever people sing about it, they mean it instead of just trying to get a hit to make money and to
that's
live
what,
off of making
that's
reviews.
what life's all about, is making money, right?
No.
Yes.
No. Money can matter less to me. This guy loves it.
Okay, if you try to talk to me and then you ask me to do something for free with no money, I'm out. See ya.
But
You
he's
know,
a mass comm major.
I'm a mass comm major, so
I'm a nursing major. We'll see what happens here in a couple of
yeah.
years.
You know, the other thing that's kind of funny that I feel like I need to talk about a little bit with school is that can relate to rap is, you know, all these hip hop artists kind of exploit women a little bit and talk about how we need to have like these hot girls, you know, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, I mean, they're right. How can you argue that? I mean, nobody really wants to be with anybody ugly. I'm shallow as shit, but I'll tell you that right now. Like, oh, that shit's funny.
Well, the way I see it is, sorry, it's getting really loud, but I'm not really shallow per se. But if you don't find a girl attractive, odds are you're probably not going to talk to her. And if you don't find her attractive, then the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to be friends, and that's it.
So
Then again, on the other hand, sometimes it's hard to just be friends with a girl you're attracted to.
So now that we're on the topic of finding attractive girls, I've noticed a lot, and maybe it's because of the part of the country we're in, maybe it's because everything is bigger in Texas, but I tell you what, I think most of the women in Texas are bigger, so ladies, come on, you gotta take care of yourselves, please. Like, you know, guys need to do the same thing. I totally understand. Like, but 9 times out of 10, oh, fuck if they're funny. If they're ugly as shit, you ain't gonna talk to them. Come on.
Like I said, if you don't find them attractive, then you're just going to be friends.
But yeah, so basically the point is, ladies, take care of yourself. Guys, we'll do our best to make sure we hit the gym, keep in shape for y'all, and think the world will go.
Gotta keep these man tits looking sexy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to be no C cups and shit over here. But
But you can, that's fine.
yeah, I'm okay with that. No complaints. One of the topics we got asked is, do we think twerking is something that is like cool or hot and all this other shit? I mean, what do you?
Twerking is funny, especially whenever the girl catches on fire. But other than that, I'd just rather not see it.
I'm opposite. On the other hand, I enjoy dancing and
Twerking's not dancing.
twerking. We can all, I think, pretty much learn something from twerking.
Learn that girls will try to do anything to get guys to look at them.
Yeah, because we all have that ratchet phase we go through when we've been fed a couple drinks in us. I mean, I've been known to twerk a little bit at stage in D&D. I don't know. We need to have maybe a twerk contest just for the guys, because I think we probably do it better anyways. We don't look trashy doing it. We look cool. But, is there anything else you want to bring up?
Since we're on the topic of girls, do you just want to talk about weird things that we find attractive in girls?
Yeah, let's bring up that.
No throwing pencils. I'll just start out with the weirdest thing first, but it has a reason behind it. Girls that are left-handed. No, it sounds strange. But
What do you mean by left-handed? Like handies in the parking lot left-handed?
no, they use their left hand.
Like to right and all that shit?
Yeah, because they think with the right side of the brain, I think,
Yeah.
which is the more artistic and the, like, lingual part, like less scientific part of the brain. Which, let's face it, I think girls are cuter whenever they're more artsy and stuff. So,
Yeah, I definitely would agree with that because, I noticed a lot of, I've kind of seen more and more girls like, they look down more on themselves and they don't realize how much talent they really do have. And that's a big thing to me. I grew up in a household from a mother who, shout out to my mom, what's going on? And I grew up in a household where my mom was very driven to be successful. And I'm kind of starting to notice more females like, they're too shy to show their true talents. I mean, we dig that. Like, that's a big thing for us.
it's cool. I like a girl who has hobbies.
Gotta have hobbies.
So what's something you find weird but attractive?
Weird but attractive. I mean, I don't know if this is naturally weird, but girls who eat McDonald's. I eat McDonald's about, I don't know, like 4 times a week, 5 times a week.
We ate McDonald's today.
Yeah, shit, we have McDonald's for lunch today. But, don't get fat while you eat McDonald's, but, you still caught while you're eating it. Shoot.
What about girls that work at McDonald's?
Nope.
Is that good?
Sorry.
Oh,
Not happening.
no. Girls with bangs. I'll straight up say it. I find girls with bangs attractive. Don't know why. Just do. In fact, I think probably one of the prettiest girls in the world is Zooey Deschanel, and that's kind of what she's known
How's it
for.
going?
Is her bangs.
Good.
Mostly, and her quirkiness. Quirkiness is cool, as long as you're not insane.
Just basically, this is the top things we gotta do. We gotta stay away from going crazy. I know we got a lot of girls out here that are just like, I mean, what do we call them? Like stage 5 clingers or some stuff like that.
Stage 5 clingers.
Yeah, we got some stage 5 clingers. Avoid that. Don't be that girl that like every time you see her, like, oh shit, run, she's coming. And then the next thing is, for me, you gotta be in cars because shit, I'm around my car 24/7, and this guy right here's got a motorcycle, so.
Oh, that's another thing. You have to be willing to ride my motorcycle, but not just because I want you to ride it, but stop laughing. It shows trust. It shows it really kind of shows your character.
And it's really hard to trust women anyways, because sometimes y'all shady. But, basically, just to wrap it all up with the girl talk, take care of yourselves. We just, like I said before, some of us are just really shallow, and we're going to be that way, so we'll judge. I'm not supposed to. I'll judge. I'm the first one to do it, and I'll be the first one to admit it. But, you have any weird
But-
news topics? Sean?
You girls can also tell us weird things that you find attractive in men.
Yeah, seriously. If y'all have any,
Beards.
if y'all have any suggestions or anything you want to say, let's hear it because we'll laugh our asses off and tell people about it.
Not me.
Yeah, well, you can say whatever you want because that's what this is all about. Some weird news stories that came up. I was looking on Huffington Post, and apparently in the UK, a guy got arrested for trying to have sex with a Land Rover, which that's kind of a weird obsession. I guess a little bit more obsessed with cars than I am. But they said that they found him they saw him through security cameras, and he got naked and literally started to grind up against this Land Rover.
Maybe he just really liked his tailpipe.
I don't know. They said that he had been earlier that day seen walking down the street with his pants at his ankles, and that was the first time he had drank in a long time.
I'm not sure if that was just drinking.
Yeah, some people are just weird like that. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I'm not good. But like I said, guys, this was our first episode. Rat tails. Nice. We would love for you to send us topics, and this was just us trying to introduce ourselves.
Hey, don't be calling me out about my car. I love my car, but not in a sexual way. It's like my little brother.
Okay. But yeah, so I'm Jacob, and this is Eddie.
Um,
And send us topics. That's it.
Yeah, send them to jake.eddy@yahoo.com. We're just going to wrap it up early tonight because we actually both have a lot of shit going on right now. If you want to, well, I love you too, whoever you are. Thank you. Yeah, we're just wrapping it up. We'll see you guys again next Monday. We'll have more people. It'll be a lot longer show, possibly around an hour. But we just wanted to introduce ourselves, kind of show you what we're going to be talking about. You know, some intelligent stuff, a lot of stupid stuff, and there'll be more to come. Thank y'all.
And we'll